Hi guys, Kalen Cash here. I'm on the Cockweasel Shendob server, as you can see by the glorious tree of Shendob. I am here to show you a thing that I made. It is this dungeon here. Whoops. This dungeon here, and for fuck's sake, you need to walk across this rather precarious, apparently, path made of lily pads. 'Cause why not? So you go down here into the dungeon. Yeah, I had to make a really compact staircase just like for aesthetic reasons. Right, so it changes you to survival mode and brings up the prologue, the eightfold path. As you can see in the bottom left there, all of the text that just came up, that's because I'm an op, and you can see whenever a command has been activated. What just happened there is that it set you to survival mode, and also the top part there, block data, updated to, that means that this chest now has a bucket in it. If I were to, I could get another bucket by pressing the same thing, and, if I put another one in there, it completely resets the chest, so it just has buckets in it. I haven't set it so that it clears, so I don't know, I think that's why that happened. But, at any rate, unfinished, mildly buggy, lots of 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. And here we go. Prologue, the eightfold path. Banner that I made for or in terms of the story, a banner that represents the skeleton police, otherwise known as the Bonestabulary, because I am a master punster. Right, what's happening here is that NPCs are warning you not to do things if you're an NPC. If you're not an NPC. Of course, the irony there is that NPCs can't read or write, so... Yes. The story behind this is the Elder Squid Bonestabulary is a secret organisation, think Illuminati, who are behind the mobs, essentially, throughout the game. And so, of course, spider eyes shaped there. Spider, squids, skeletons, zombies, all that kind of stuff. A great thirst. But like 8. Because, like I said, I'm a master punster. Right, what I've done here, I've already filled in a couple of these prior to the start of this video, testing, whatnot. What you've got to do is just fill these gaps with water. Usually these would be empty, and I'll show you why in a minute. Here's a clue, in fact. Dry veins, no pulse, flowing veins, living rock, which means that when you fill this, the veins get full of water, and then a circuit happens underneath with boats lifting off pressure plates, which is why there's a bit lag. But this will open. Assuming I've got all of... Oh, I haven't got all of them. That's why it's not opening. But yes, it will open. I have done extensive testing on this. Despite the lag, it opens fine. There we go. Right, Chapter 2, Deeper. What's just happened there is that objects were successfully summoned, while levers were put in 2 chests further in the dungeon. Now this is one of my favourite rooms. Like, I haven't played this with the Guardians in. I just spawned them. I built this in 1.7, and since 1.8, I've been waiting for the Guardians to come in so that I could populate this room. But what it's meant to be is there used to be, in the distant past, a path that just ran straight through this room, but it all caved in, which is why there's gaps here, wherever there's stuff in the water. And you're meant to find a path through. And, oh crap. I'm terrified of these things, because I've set their health to 888 when I summon them, which is kind of scary. The point is that you're not meant to kill them, you're just meant to avoid them. And this is the first of the 2 chests that have a lever in them. Just the one in this case, but the other one has 31. So, you know, plenty of levers. There is no way of getting across this without going through that section there. No, oh no. There are, damn it. There's only one way across this without going into the water, and that's this way. Usually this door would be closed. Like I said, I was testing earlier. See, when, yeah, it's closed now. What you're meant to do is, there is a pressure plate here. You jump on that and the door opens. The reason the door was open is because I hadn't reset the puzzle, which is what happens when you step on these pressure plates. The last time I tried this, I just backtracked and happened to step on that plate, which is why the door was open. I'm going to go into a little bit of detail, actually, about these pressure plates here. After every door is a set of pressure plates, and it holds the door open while simultaneously resetting the puzzle. So what happens with this puzzle, it doesn't really need much resetting. All it does is close the door when you step off the plate. Also, obviously, it brings up the title. This is the second of the chests. This is essentially a 32-bit combination lock. And it would be pretty damn boring, but I made some cool mechanics, so stay tuned and don't go away or something. I'm just saying words at this point. This puzzle is, in fact, this one and the water one is the reason that this is survival and not adventure, because you need the interaction. I mean, you can cheat if you want, but why would you? Because that's boring. Anyway, I'm not sure of all of these, but I know damn well that that is correct. And you can tell, because, bear in mind, it wouldn't say block placed if you're not an op. It changes colour. Yay, it tells you you've got it right. So, oh, whatever, there we go. Tra-la, tra-la. Cool, I'm doing well. I mean, basically it's just trial and error. You just mess about until you get it right. And whenever you solve both sides of something, look, if I just... it closes that, it opens it. You can't just come and, you know, take some water from up there and pour it down there. The door will not open. You have to solve the puzzle, because all of these levers, the combination is not opening these. That's just aesthetic. What's actually happening is that the combination of every single one of these levers opens that door. The water is just, you know, front-end stuff, makes the puzzle look nice. I know this one. It's all down. Yeah. There we go. And the door opens. And of course, this resets the puzzle by removing all of those levers. At this point, if you were to backtrack, you'd have to backtrack extra distance so that you can reset that chest. What I'm going to do is set it so that one of the command blocks underneath here fills the chest as well, so that you'll immediately be able to backtrack and get the levers. And that's it so far. The next room will be a mini-boss. I'm trying to figure out a way of making it so that Squid constantly spawn skeletons, but they'll just basically be sat on pressure plates, really. Spawning skeletons, so you'll have to kill the squid in order to stop the skeletons from spawning. And that'll be terrifying, of course. And so you have to kill the squid, and the skeletons. The bit I'm kind of apprehensive about is trying to figure out a way of making it so that the circuit responds only when the skeletons have been killed. So the room has to be empty of mobs in order to open the door. That's going to be tricky. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but, you know, I'll give it a go. That's what Minecraft's all about, solving puzzles. And sometimes those puzzles are how best to dig. Sometimes those puzzles are how best to make a really, really cool dungeon. I'll make another video about the actual mechanics behind this, so stay tuned for that, and have fun Minecrafting, I guess. I don't have a sign-off, I'm not a YouTuber.